Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Magic Cabin series on the tarot deck. Today, we're going ahead and taking on the very last suit of the tarot deck, being Wands. Today's series video, we're going to go ahead and do Ace through 10, and then next week we'll complete that suit going through the Page, the Knight, the Queen, and King. So, about the wands, let's go ahead and just give you a little bit of idea of what these wands are all about. Now, they're usually having to deal with usually work-related things, employment, issues surrounding your employment, the ideas of employment. It has a lot to do with the security of it or the lack of, and usually not too much having to do with the actual act itself. It's all of the things surrounding it, okay? So we're going to go ahead and start with the Ace of Wands, or the One. Now, this card signifies beginnings and the possibility of even an inheritance or contentment. It's the beginning of new business adventure, or a creation, or an invention. And you'll often hear people talk about birth in readings. Okay, births aren't just all about having children. They're usually the beginnings of something, either a business or an idea or a new way of life or things of that nature. So this also signifies a birth of all of those things. Now, it also can signify actually an inheritance, which may be either money or property, or even of the ability needed to make the enterprise or business you've started become pretty successful. You now have an escape to freedom. So there's a release of these ties that you feel are binding you. Now, if you find it in an upright position in your layout, it means the new start of a business. It's a good time to start these things, and everything is right. The ideas, the planning, everything is just working out perfectly. However, if this card is in reverse, it means ruin, decline of business, a loss of business. The project begun was either ill-conceived, or else you did not have enough information, or maybe didn't even have the ability or the skill to do it, or the timing was wrong. The other possibility could be that, your state of mind at that time was, less than appropriate. Maybe you just didn't have that ability to think clearly and all the way through. This may show that you could have or should have done this, but that you lacked the sufficient confidence or belief in yourself, which results in failure unless proper steps are taken. So it's not completely a bad card when it's reversed. It's just saying you're going to have these problems, but as long as you just put your nose to the grinder, figure your shit out, it's going to work out, okay? Now, the next one is the Two of Wands. Let me see if I can get it in there. Now, this one portends to something unexpected is going to happen or soon come into the picture. And it's going to forecast a failure or a loss in your business. This is going to definitely catch you by surprise because you will have never seen it coming. This card can also mean you'll recover from it, but you'll still have unhappiness surrounding you. So beware of this card. Either way it shows up, okay? You see where he's feeling bound by something that caught him by surprise. Now, in an upright position, it just means unforeseen problems. You're going to have obstacles and opposition, possibly from the very people you were counting on for support. Now, the possibilities can include the loss of money, a failure of a marriage or partnership, general unhappiness, just discontent with the way all things are going with this new business. Now, it also if you're looking for like a basic thing, it just means the apparent success you've been feeling or experienced, it's going to turn sour. Now, in a reversed position, it's basically just going to mean surprise, wonder. You're going to have some strong feelings start getting evoked. You're going to be in for a surprise of some kind. So, whether it's a good or bad one, it's going to be revealed by the other cards in your layout. So, but this card is most likely just going to bring you trouble, okay? Now, card number 3. This is the card of wands. 3 of wands, sorry. This indicates problems that they're going to be resolved as long as the person remains calm, dignified, intelligent. This is where that word tact plays in, okay? Now, whatever problems were introduced can be overcome. Just don't act impulsively. You know what to do, so use your experience and your common sense. Those earlier troubles were caused by your own mistakes or even your own feelings of inadequacy, or maybe even acting in an immature or irresponsible manner. Do the opposite. Try to resolve them with a mature and responsible manner, and it will be resolved. Now, if your problems were caused by the interference of others, you can still resolve them by taking things firmly in hand at this time. Now, you may also expect people other than those who caused your problems to step in and help or advise you on what you can do. So accept the help, even if it's from someone on the outside. Work on a dignified plan on how to resolve it. Now, if it's in an upright position, it just means taking that dignified approach to your business, and it'll result in financial gain. You're also going to be getting help from an advisor or maybe even another business associate. So cooperation as well as maturity is the key to the successful actions. Negotiating with others is very helpful, and a solid foundation can be or already has been established. So it could also mean that this is already in play. Now, if it's reversed, your problems are resolved. The trouble you were having in this situation is completely over. You can expect either the end or at least a suspension of the arguments and all the bullshit that goes with it. It should be fairly smooth sailing for a while. So this, like in most cases, like I told you, when it's reversed, it usually has an opposite meaning. This particular card, it's telling you that no matter what the problems are, as long as you're dignified, respectful, tactful, it's all going to work out in the end. Okay? Now the next card is the 4 of Wands. I can never do this like looking in a mirror trying to do it backwards. There we go. So now, previous card said, it's all resolved. So guess what? The next card here is you are out of trouble. And now you can finally relax and enjoy life for a while. You have that sense of relief, like, oh, you've had some tricky times there for a bit, and then your troubles were suddenly resolved. So now you feel like it's time to relax, enjoy your life, have some happiness, harmony. And it's not only harmony in business, but also your personal partnerships, meaning friendships, relationships, whatever. And you're even going to find that you're truly going to enjoy social activities. So there's no faking it this time. If it's found in the upright position in your layout, it's that harmony and happiness, enjoying the pleasures that money can buy. It's going to have a material outlook on life. So spending money you have on things that you want, it's going to be awesome. You're going to have situations of prosperity and complete comfort. Gosh, who wouldn't want that, right? Now in the reversed position, it's almost the same meaning, but possible less flamboyancy and less expensively expressed. Personal satisfaction in a job well done, prosperity, even adding to your property or business. So it could be a little bit of investing in yourself too at this time. So this card, not a bad card at all either way. Okay. Now the next one is the 5 of Wands. Straighten down here. And this one signifies, here we go, just when you thought it was all going good. This one signifies greed, competition for financial gain, some hardship. It also shows a period of some pretty wild spending and less than mature financial handling. You're spending most of your time trying to figure out how to win or to earn or get more money and material things. Well, expect some hardship for a while then. However, if your surrounding cards and your layout are favorable, though, this card could actually foretell of gold, gain, and wealth. So it's not all bad. It just depends on those cards around it. So, in the upright position, it usually stands for greed and competition for that financial and material stuff. You'll suffer from keeping up with the Joneses. I'm sure you've all heard that and understand that meaning. You're going to struggle for that wealth and fortune. And you're also going to be suffering hardship because of the immature decisions and unrealistic goals. So be careful. In reversed, not much better, you guys. The competition is neither fair nor honest. So with that, you can expect the trickery, disputes, and perhaps even some legal problems, maybe litigation of some kind. So this card, yeah, we'll slide that little bugger out of the way and move on to the next one. Now this one is the Six of Wands. There we go. Now this one is all about very good news. It could be a message of hope. It's going to be a message of victory. It could be a message about gifts that you're about to receive. So expect something new to come in the picture soon. Something you've hoped for, it's coming. If it's in the upright position, it means that good news is on the way. Your hopes, your desires, all of that's coming true. You're going to receive gifts. People are going to be giving to you. Now remember, it doesn't have to be necessarily a gift from Amazon that comes in a box. It could happen, but don't limit. It could also mean gifts of great advice. It could be gifts of tips, of knowledge, skills, someone showing you how to do something that's going to profit for you. Remember, gifts could mean anything. Now, you have made or you're about to make a significant conquest. You're going to win something like a situation, an issue. You're going to win an argument, or you're going to win in legal. You've carried your affairs to a successful point, and you're about to receive the rewards and recognition for your efforts. Now, if it's reversed in your reading, it'd mean like delays caused by treachery, your fears, all those horrible things are justified. Basically, prepare yourself for battle because that enemy is right there at the gate. Excuse me. It can also mean, from another side, disloyalty, infidelity, obstacles that may overcome or defeat your business or enterprise, or even your thoughts or ideas. So, strong card there. Now the next one is the Seven of Wands. Let me see if I can get Mr. Stray Cat Strut here to straighten out. There we go. Now this card foretells success achieved by courage, determination, strength, and you're going to show profit and gain. Now this card is also known as the Treasury card. You have faced off your competition and you're emerging the victor. Now, if this card comes up in answer to a question specifically, it indicates a good time to take that risky gamble, especially one involving money. So if this specific card shows up and it's upright, depending on that exact question, now is the time. It shows upright, it shows financial gain, success. Even if you're feeling a little outnumbered, you're still going to have that advantage. So as long as you stand your ground, you'll win it. Now, if it's reversed, it's just telling you to consider this a warning not to hesitate. Make up your mind right now and take that action. You may be confused as to what moves to make, but the situation is such that even the wrong one, if taken decisively, will still be way better than doing nothing at all. Right now is not the time for uncertainty or indecision. Just do it. Take that leap of faith and just do it. Now, the next card is the Eight of Wands. Almost looks like that Wheel of Fortune. The Eight of Wands says, again, just like the previous card, take action right now. Make speed towards your goals. This is the moment right here, right now. You are on the road to assured success. This is also the time for planning your next moves from here. Things are moving, just like that wheel there. They're moving. So plan ahead too. Make sure everything is set in place. Get that strategy in place. Prepare for the things that could be an obstacle. Already have a plan how to take care of those. Now, this is interesting because this here, even though this is all talking about mostly related to your work life, this actually shows that there is an assured indication of arousal of love. Now, though this could mean, between people, it can also mean a love of what you do. Whether it's what you're doing for your job, whether it's what you do for your business, it shows that you are 100% committed to it. Now, if it's in an upright position, now's a good time to be hopeful. But this is also the time to take action and not to make haste. Things are on the move and you must move with them. But it also indicates that good luck and that arousal of love. If it was reversed, it'd mean fights, jealousy, internal disputes maybe at your job or your business, and just general opposition. You feel like it's coming at all angles. Things are still moving though, but either the situation or the consequence, or maybe even both, can be unpleasant to go through. So be prepared. Just know exactly what you're doing first, okay? So now we move on to the 9. And the 9 of Wands represents job well done, though it doesn't look like it, huh? Looks like they're in jail, actually, but it's a job well done. Your ability to plan wisely while possessing the courage under fire, you've learned discipline. You've learned the ability to plan. And if there's ever been opposition, your skills, strength, and courage made you a formidable opponent. Now, upright, it shows your strength, your boldness, your ability to deal with problems or delays. You have strong opposition to wrongs. So you're not that person that's going to stand by and watch. You're going to be that one that's going to stand up and say, hey, wait just a minute here. That's not cool. You have self-discipline, order. You have final success in your endeavors. You're going to succeed. Now, if it's reversed in your reading, it's going to show failure, but not just failure like something didn't work out. It's going to be absolute calamity. I can't even speak today. The possibility that you have learned nothing from all of your efforts, your success injured or stalled due to your own problems. And as a result, you're going to lose money from it. You're going to have problems with everybody. You're going to be fighting with friends. You're going to be fighting with coworkers or business partners or bosses. You're going to have obstacles, delays. Just generally on this card, if it's reversed, expect the worst, okay? And then finally, we have the 10 of Wands. Now this card says you can do anything, but it also is warning you not to take things for granted. We can all be guilty of this, but if this particular card is showing up, take a look at your own life, reflect on it, or the person needs to, and find out where this might be happening. Don't take that, whatever things have been happening for them, it's warning not to take it for granted. Now, if it's in an upright position, it's still a great card. It means fortune, gain, success, but also possible unhappiness from these things, possible uncertainties. But if you assert yourself, it'll all be swept away. Okay? Then it could bring security, honor, and dignity. So, you're getting all kinds of things. Don't take them for granted. If you do not take them for granted, things are going to work out beautifully for you. If you take them for granted, you're going to bring unhappiness to yourself. Now, if it was reversed, it's going to show difficulties. Now, these actually may be of a legal nature or between two very important people. A great possibility of loss will result of that. And this card can also indicate, depending again on the layout around it and the question in particular, this card's other meaning can also be warning you against trouble from false friends. So basically, watch your back. Otherwise, you're going to be carrying quite the load. So as usual, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to tune in to next week when we go through the last part of the tarot deck, which is the court cards for the wands. We're going to go over the page, the knight, the queen, and the king. So, as usual, please like and subscribe so that these videos can help others learn so we can get out there and help others. Thank you so much, and you have a magical day.